If you love our country, as I do, if you cherish peace and freedom as we do, I invite you to join me in doing all that we can to save our country and elect President Donald J. Trump and send him back to the White House to do the tough work of saving our country and serving the people.
Trump is not only uniting the party, I think he's uniting the nation. And here's why. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. Another unifying collaboration between a person who I think was a formidable candidate when they ran for office, and not only just running for office on a lower level, like the Senate or whatever. Tulsi Gabbard, which I'm already giving the name away, Tulsi Gabbard was also a reasonable candidate running on the Democrat ticket. They just was never going to let this woman be the president, and they never going to give her a fair shot. She legitimately took out Kamala Harris single-handedly in the debate. Tulsi Gabbard is the sole reason. I think there's a little bit more reason. Let me not be superfluous. But she is one of the biggest contributing reasons why Kamala Harris didn't get any delegates in her race for president. Tulsi Gabbard just spanked her in front of everybody, and it was a crap show. But I want to play this clip of Donald Trump introducing her at his rally, and I want you to hear a little bit of her speech, and then I want to show you why she's so significant in the vote, because I believe she has an incredible voice to speak to the moderate people of this country. And then also she has the gall and the wherewithal to challenge the big government people, what they call it, the deep state and all these people. She has the gall to challenge them. Her collaborating with Donald Trump, potentially getting herself a position in the cabinet or somewhere, and so did RFK. I mean, Donald Trump is uniting people together. The Democrats are on an island by themselves going crazy. Let me roll this clip real quick so y'all can see what Donald Trump had to say about her and her opening speech.
And today I'm honored to officially welcome another true American patriot, a 17-year veteran of the Hawaii Army National Guard, a 4-term Democrat congresswoman, very, very popular, the former vice chair of the National Democratic Party and a 2020 Democrat candidate for the United States presidency. You know, she was a very good candidate. Every time she ran, she was good. She did well. She decided to leave. She couldn't take it anymore, but she is very special. And I didn't know this, but she was a lieutenant colonel. That's not bad. Lieutenant colonel. Not bad. I didn't know that. You know, I just found out. I said, put it down. You got to put that down. That's bigger. That's better than all the other stuff I read. But no, she's a special person. She's got great common sense, great spirit. She loves our country, and she loves the people in this room. Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi, please.
I am proud to stand here before you today, whether you're a Democrat, a Republican, or an independent. If you love our country, as I do, if you cherish peace and freedom as we do, I invite you to join me in doing all that we can to save our country and elect President Donald J. Trump and send him back to the White House to do the tough work of saving our country and serving the people. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Now, they always like to say that Donald Trump is a misogynist, that the Republicans are misogynist, and that we don't, people of color don't have a place in the Republican Party and can never be on a Republican ticket. We literally have an Indian, Vivek Ramaswamy, that's incredible, just tearing these people up left and right. We just got a Hawaiian female who's an independent in Tulsi Gabbard. who really, I told you in the beginning of the video, she literally whooped Kamala Harris into a corner. And I'm going to play that video so y'all can see it. So I didn't make this up. You're going to see how she ended Kamala Harris's presidential career. And then they installed her later on. But when they were running, Tulsi Gabbard spanked her over the head. Somebody that's not only one-sided, right? I mean, she's not a right-wing person, which I don't even believe in a right-wing. I mean, I guess there's a few knuckleheads in a cornfield somewhere that are right-wing, like the real right-wing, racist and all that other stuff. But for the most of us, we're just normal, right? This is like common sense. We're like, oh, that don't make sense. Oh, we shouldn't do that. We should prioritize our country first and help everybody second. Oh, we should have immigrants in our country 100%, but just not illegal. Yeah, I mean, if women want to do whatever they want to do with their body, just vote for it. You vote for it, you can get it. I mean, how is that not the most basic, comprehensive plan for America that have ever existed? If you want to unalive your unborn children, then you vote for it. And if enough of y'all vote for it and the people want that in their state, the state have a right to have that as a priority. If you're the type of person that don't want that, don't have one. And if you don't want it in your country, you don't want people having access to it, vote against it. And then when the people speak and there's laws against it, too bad. Go move somewhere else. The people have spoken. I don't understand how that's like divisive. I don't understand how like taxing the wealthy, shut the front door. Y'all not finna tax rich people. Rich people are smart. They not finna pay taxes. They got all kind of loopholes and stuff. Y'all go fix the loopholes, then we'll hear you talk. But wealthy people ain't paying money like that. Y'all know they ain't. Everything gonna be green by 2026 or 2025, 2030. Are you stupid? Y'all ain't got nobody's gonna pay for this stuff. Oh, y'all forgiving student loan debt? What about the people that just paid their debt off this year? They don't get no credit for that? They went and did the right thing and paid their, and y'all just forgiving other people that didn't put in the work, didn't work the extra hours, didn't pay off their debt like they should have. They knew they were gonna get in debt when they took the loan out. And we just don't get, they don't get no love? All right, anyway, let me finish this.
I want to start with something that I think is
And this is her whooping the view.
also important about facts, because recently on your show here,
I was just going to get to that.
good, helping you out.
You want me to ask you the question?
No, look, some of you have accused me.
Look at this dummy. I can't stand McCain's daughter. She is the weakest, wackest person on planet Earth. I can't stand her. She's so smug and is a weirdo. I'm just throwing it out there. I ain't, she ain't my favorite. And she just anti-Trump to no end. And I know why, because Trump didn't like her daddy and her daddy didn't like Trump. I get it. But she's still lame as a mother. She would never support Trump, right? Even though Trump is better than a Democrat. She will turn into a Democrat to make sure that Trump don't win.
Of being a traitor to my country.
Let's play it again, because I stopped.
Your show here.
I was just going to get to that.
Good, helping you out.
You want me to ask you the question?
No, look, some of you have accused me of being a traitor to my country, a Russian asset, a Trojan horse, or a useful idiot, I think was the term that you used. Which basically means that I'm naive or lack intelligence to know what's going on.
They use that.
I want to let your viewers know exactly who I am.
All right.
Set the record straight. I am a patriot. I love our country. I am a strong and intelligent woman of color, and I have dedicated almost my entire adult life to protecting the safety, security, and the freedom of all Americans in this country. It was the attacks on 9/11.
Well, I guess we're getting a little bit far ahead of ourselves, but Franklin Graham finds you refreshing. He doesn't find me refreshing. Richard Spencer, the white nationalist leader, says he could vote for you.
Joy, this is why.
I mean, you're on
here.
Tucker Carlson at least 10 times. Why don't you go on Chris Wallace's show?
This is why I'm here, because you and other people continue to spread these innuendos that have nothing to do with who I am.
Well, Hillary Clinton started it, and then you shot back at her, boy. You called her the queen of warmongers.
You doubled down. Unfortunately, you double down on the baseless accusations that she made that strikes at the core of who I am. I'm a soldier. Because of the attacks on 9/11, I enlisted in the military to go after and defeat and destroy the evil that visited us on that day. I've served now for over 16 years, deployed twice to the Middle East during the height of the war, where every single day I saw firsthand the terribly high human cost. That's why I ran for Congress.
We actually have the clip of Hillary Clinton, just to put this in context of what we're talking about. Let's take a look at that.
I'm not making any predictions, but I think they've got their eye on somebody who's currently in the Democratic primary and are grooming her to be the third party candidate. She's the favorite of the Russians. They have a bunch of, sites and bots and other ways of supporting her so far. And that's assuming Jill Stein will give it up, which she might not, because she's also a Russian asset.
So really? I mean, this is outrageous. This is outrageous and offensive on so many levels. I've served as a member of Congress now for almost 7 years, receiving high-level national security and intelligence briefings, serving on the Foreign Affairs Committee, the Armed Services Committee, the Homeland Security Committee, working to ensure the safety and security of the people of this country. This is why I'm running for president, to continue that commitment of service.
And Hillary Clinton called her a Russian asset, and that's totally fine. Hillary Clinton is an election denier. She literally denied that Donald Trump was a legitimate president all the way through and through. And that's totally fine. She deleted 30,000 emails after being subpoenaed, had a server in her house sending and receiving classified information, which you and I do that, we'd be up under the jail, probably with Big Tony in our room, taking advantage of us without consent. But somehow she can just do whatever she want to do because she's a Democrat. She can blast and talk down to another woman of color because she's a Democrat. These people are insane to me. Now watch her give Kamala Harris. I don't want to say Kamala. I say Kamala. I'm going to say Kamala because that's how I talk. If you don't like it, I'll pray for you. Roll the clip.
Conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately negatively impacting black and brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Thank you, Congresswoman.
That was the end. And turn the lights off. Your battery is dead. That was the end of Kamala Harris's campaign. Because she sucked, she's terrible, she has no record, she can't debate. She literally called Joe Biden a racist. People forgot that. She literally said during busing Joe Biden was a racist. She had to bus the school and do all this other stuff because of segregation. And all of these things that Kamala Harris said, and she now is the VP for Joe Biden, and we supposed to just think this is normal. I mean, these people are terrible, man. So shout out to Tulsi Gabbard. Shout out to RFK Jr. I think that the Democrats are losing because they're so radicalized. They want to tax unrealized capital gains. People often say, well, it could never happen. If you stupid enough to want that, then you are ineligible to be running this country, in my opinion. I won't vote for you. These people want LGBTQ to be flying off the shelves at your kids' school and everything. This is what they want. They will federally mandate and protect and allow these people to do all kind of stuff to your kids. They the first ones talking about, what about the children in Gaza? And then they do this. Tim Walz's son. They go, we need to protect the able. These ableists or whatever they call us. They're making fun of it because he has a disability. They the same people that think a woman should be able to abort her kid because the kid may be disabled. The same people. They crying and I can't believe they would say this about the kid. Now, I don't think you should talk about the kid and make fun of the kid if he retarded. But at the same time, you shouldn't be able to kill your kid if they're retarded. Or if they're mentally challenged or mentally ill, whatever you want to call it. But they believe it. The same people. Children in Gaza. But then they don't care about the kids here in the United States of America. They love for your kid to come get sex trafficked on the way over here through the southern border. because they believe in immigration. The hypocrisy from the left is insane to me. I wish that the left had a competitive message. It would make us all better. We'd be a better country. If Donald Trump had a competitive message, the left had a competitive message, and we're just off on a few things, therefore, either candidate win, I win. We win. It's just a matter of how much we win. But that's not the case, man. The Democrats will make us lose. 3.5 years now, we've been losing. I was just seeing this heating up in Israel. The attack on Lebanon, I think it was Lebanon. They did Israel attacked them preemptively, and then they attacked Israel back. I mean, I can almost see it just heating up. Because if you want to make a move, you need to make a move now before Donald Trump get in office. And that's what these countries realize. They need to make a move now. They don't ever have a chance at this again, because when Trump get in office, it's going to be night time. Turning Soleimani into ground beef. Y'all don't want to play that game. With a real president that you ain't got to be macho. You ain't got to be super masculine, super crazy, a military veteran. I had 25,000 years of serving the country. You ain't got to have none of that. You just got to be a rational person that's reasonable and know how to lead. That's it. These politicians are so fake. They not leading in nothing. It's all fake. It's all theater. Kamala Harris don't stand on nothing. That's why she on her knees. Anyway, I see y'all on the next one. I'm out.